All right. I wanted to start this video with a quote from Meher Baba. I was Rama, I was Krishna, I was this one, I was that one. And now I am Meher Baba. In this form of flesh and blood, I am the same ancient one who alone is eternally worshipped and ignored, ever remembered and forgotten. Meher Baba. Yeah, that quote for me really hits because I do feel that the journey is often one of remembering and then forgetting, and then remembering and then forgetting. And it just seems like this divine avataric theme is to come this way or that way and to do it for a forgetful, remembering humanity. And I guess it just speaks to the kind of love that there must be for an avatar to keep doing that. It's like the love of a father to his son to keep reminding him how to show up and what's important in life. And I mean, it's really the Meher Baba is just the ultimate father. The ultimate father. You know, and I guess, yeah, there's a lot of gratitude, I think, for somebody who's put in that much effort into the awakening of humanity. Just even imagining in my mind that kind of energy, that kind of, I mean, it's lifetimes, it's generations, it's eons of the same love for humanity. And there was actually a really beautiful quote about that also. Unwavering loyalty to the way is the only real remedy for the sickness of imprisoned consciousness. Some of my lovers, owing to fluctuating faith, fail to understand this and run hither and thither from freedom. For me, it then becomes a matter of retrieving them, and others wonder why I give so much attention to these people. So then here is the piece that I was thinking of. A child has many toys, and it likes to play with some more than others. And one is so dear that he won't part with it, even if he goes to bed. If somebody snatches away a favorite toy, he must get it back. And if one gets broken, he demands that it be mended. He will not be consoled with another, even more costly one. It is the same way with me. I am a child whose playground is the universe. All beings and things are my toys in my divine game. Compared with my being and power, all are inanimate toys. But they are toys which I inspire with my life-giving love. All are equally me, and I reside in each always. But some are dearer to me, and if one of these is taken from me, I must get it back. And others have no right to wonder why I show so much concern for this one. There's a lot there. And it just feels, that's Baba's touch. That's his way. It's so simple that way. It's so simple. You know, we all know that baby or that child that doesn't want to let go of that one toy, that toy right now. And then like an hour later, we don't know. And sometimes that toy for, days, months, could be long time, some stuffed animal or whatever. And they have such a connection to it, such a deep, like, this is the one I'm playing with now. And it's true, you look at the child, why would you say, oh yeah, you shouldn't care so much about that one when this one is more expensive? The child doesn't care. And oh man, that really speaks to him, doesn't it? That speaks to Baba. It's just how you can't use your mind to understand a child, you know? Like the divine game is perfectly executed through the whims of a child. And it feels that that whimsical nature of a child is the same way that our beloved, that Baba, is working with us, working us out and playing with us, but not in some, I don't get the sense that he's like doing it for no reason. It's his work. It's not just play. I mean, it is a play, I'm sure, but I get the sense that it's for us. That's what I mean. It's all these eons of the avatar coming in different forms with the same eternal truth, just so that we can wake up. I just feel that is why the child plays with the toy. It's like, it's such a beautiful, I don't know, I'll leave it there. I also wanted to share the second of the 7 realities. So, the only real love is the love for this infinity God, which arouses an intense longing to see, know, and become one with its truth, God. And when I read that, I imagine that to be quite a task. But it seems that task is the one that would cut through everything. The only real love is the love for this infinity God, which arouses an intense longing to see, know, and become one with its truth. And also to say, I think it's important, the numbering. He said, number 1, the first reality, the only real existence is that of the one and only God, who is the self in every finite self. Okay, so first of all, the only real love is the love for this infinity God, which arouses an intense longing to see, know, and become one with its truth, means that in order for, yes, the only thing that exists is that of the one and the only God, who is the self in every finite self. And the only real love would be the love for this existence, for how can you love something that doesn't exist? But he's saying the only real thing that exists is this, and the only real love is the love for that. Of course, because, in some sense, I feel, and then love, what does love awaken in us? Longing to become, to know it, to become it, really, to become it. I mean, any longing, you long to merge with it. And so it's like, it's a divine romance, really. The only real love is the love for this existence that exists. It's the only reality. Only thing that exists. You love that. And when you love that, or you try, because it's in everyone, it's in everything now. So your real love towards that, in everyone and everything, is what will arouse, will start to stir and stoke this fire that is what Baba's, that is him, that's his message, it feels, is to invoke that spiritual desire to love and serve and to care for him in everyone and everything. That's love. That would be real love. And then to just, I guess, to grow in it. I guess. But it doesn't say you should or shouldn't. It just says, the only real love, this is what it is. This is just what things are, I guess. But he says there's only these 7. Well, maybe not only, but he says, So, 7 realities of Meher Baba's teaching. I don't know. It seems like existence, love, sacrifice, renunciation, knowledge, control, and surrender. These are the realities. Are there more? I don't know. He doesn't say so. Maybe I'll find that somewhere. And I mean, it's like intellectual, and also I feel it's the path of jnana, it's the path of knowledge, and he didn't give us these realities on accident. So it's interesting just to look at them and to consider all that. And yeah, I mean, it's quite, these aren't just intellectual. It's not. It's about living. It's about, how do I apply this? How do I take this into my day? How do we take it into our day and say, okay, How can we look at our brothers and sisters with brotherly and sisterly love and really see him in them? How can we really feel him all around us in everything? And that is literally the only reality that is. How can we do that? And that seems to be I feel that's the longing. And then how do we, well, yeah, we bring that into our life by doing, longing for it. I mean, to do the best that we can. I think it's a lot of it is just this. It's like love invokes caring, loving invokes a kind of a knowing of, okay, he's around. He's not even around. He's here. He's right here. He's not only out there, he's also in here. And that out there can be loved by this in here. And it's the same one. So I think that's really beautiful. I'll leave you at that. Ciao.